All right, let's see here. I want to answer as many questions as I possibly can. First thing I want to talk about is the trainers. Okay, so what you're going to get, if you get a trainer, you can get the bevel trainer, which is just like the actual knife, or you can get the non-bevel trainer, which is thick. So this is going to cost about 70 bucks, and this is about $109. This is made out of 3/16 stainless or marine grade stainless steel. What you get with this, with the non-bevel trainer, the thick trainer, you get just a trainer. There's no sheath or anything like that, but you can use that with your leather or whatever. But what you get with it is an Alti clip and the inside the waistband Kydex sheath. Now the trainer's a tad, it can wiggle a little bit, but not much. But this is really for you to practice your draw. What the good thing is if you get a mini or a mini, or you have a collab mini or a Gen 2 mini, when I was at Metalness with Kevin, they will all fit securely in this sheath. So, and I'll prove it to you. So here is a mini with Gen 2 scales. This is a one-off. So if somebody wants this, PM me, and then first come, first serve. So here's the mini knife. It's in there. Here is the mini knife with the Gen 3 scales. It's in there. Here is a mini with the EDC scales. It's in there. Now what's unique about this sheath is obviously it's fitting. It's like 4 different knives, right? But there's no glue and no rivets. These are all tensioners. So you can have the tensioner here to keep it in, or you can put the tensioner down on the bottom, whichever way or you can put it here at the bottom. But all these are tensioners. So to move your Alti clip, you have to take it completely apart and then set it up. But it's not riveted, so you can get this as tight or as comfortable to draw as you possibly can. What's good about this is you can get it as tight or as loose as you need it to draw, whichever, you know, with you're using jeans or sweats or whatever. So that's that. Now with the leather that you're gonna get a combative, our 4-inch combative sheath with your mini, or your mini, excuse me, the 3.5-inch blade, 79-pound magnet. All right, you can carry angle this way, angle your belt this way, horizontal. You can use the Alti clip here, either inside the belt loops or outside the belt loops. You can go ambi with this. This comes off. This comes off the snap. you can switch them around, so you can put the snap on let's see, on this side, right, and then carry it inside the waistband, and that's what it looks like with the snap undone or taken off, completely taken off. So there's a lot of versatility in the sheaths. With your mini, you're going to get the 4.5 EDC sheath. It's a little bit, it's the original, it's the same sheath that came with the first minis. Same thing. The larger magnet, horizontal, it's all the same carry options, and you can still take off the snap and flip them around, or just completely go magnetic retention if that's what you want. Let's see here. Let's talk the handle profile. So this is a mini, a 3.5-inch blade. It has the same handle profile as the 4-inch mini, but let's see, where's that? Here it is. The 4-inch mini. Let's see where we're at. You have the full-size pommel. On the mini, you have the shrunken pommel. You have a few more jimps back here. Only 5 jimps here. And they both have the cutouts. So they're extremely light. Now, I've already had some guys say, well, how am I going to like the cutouts? It's like the bow drill divot. You can't even you can't even feel that it's there. This is a mini. Right? It feels super comfortable. Now, what comes with the mini are the full thickness scales. What comes with the mini are the EDC scales. Now, we're going to have aftermarket scales, and I know I've been saying that for a long time, but we've already arranged with John and the guys, the Kamangas, to make us aftermarket scales. So if you want the EDC scales on your mini, you can get them, but it's going to take a few weeks before we can actually start getting that done. So let's see here. It's not weak. It's light. So it's not super thin. This is a 1/4 inch. That's 0.20. It has the spars here in the front. This is not weak at all. So, and the ergos are so good that if you wanted to, carry this as a neck knife, you can use it without even having the scales. It's super comfortable in the hand. Now the forward finger choil on the mini, this is a mini, is 3/4 of an inch. To increase, this is 0.85 of an inch on the mini itself. So they're shrunken down a little bit, but you can see I got my fat fingers and I still got room, right? You're not gonna cut yourself. Let's see here. So here is camo with red. And when the camo's waxed up, it looks super sexy. Here's the carbon fiber. Looks great. Now you're gonna get this. You get the mini, um, or the mini down to about 5 ounces, with the cutout cart with the EDC carbon fiber scales, and they feel really good on the 4-inch mini. So I think it'll be really popular. Just guys are gonna fucking dig it. Um, here's the natural and the black. It looks pretty good. Pretty happy with it. Some of the affiliates, and we've made some really good connections at Blade Utah. You can go to Wicked Edge, and you can go right now tonight if you want to, and you can get a sharpener. Then with a Phobos code, that's going to be 15% off. So 15, capital F, capital O, capital B, capital O, capital S, 24. So 15 Phobos 24 will get you 15% off everything in the store. Now with Kay, I was talking with them and Miles over at Wicked Edge, and when we set this up, and I think that lasts until May of up until May this year. So that's a a super positive thing. I'm super stoked about partnering up with Wicked Edge. They make a great product, and at 15% off, that's if you went the full Monty, it's about $150 off. So you know, take advantage of that. We all know that we're partnered with Wicked Wax. There's another Wicked. They're always going to be in the box. I love Fred's a great dude. Fred Dupree Forge. Reach out to them, get some of that stuff because it really does work and it's food safe. Also, we're going to be partnering with Frog Lube. We've bumped into them and had our admins and our guys reach out to Frog Lube, and Frog Lube is on board now. I think they'll be in every box as well. So you're gonna get Wicked Edge, Frog Lube, and that's also food safe. At least the stuff that they're gonna give us is food safe. Now I haven't finalized the deal yet with those guys. That's going to be on the 27th. So I don't know if we'll have a Phobos code with them or not. That's something that I want to talk to Fred about, and we're going to make sure that we nail that down in the meeting with Frog Lube, and that's in just a few days. So, but we're going to put them in our boxes as well because it's a really good company, and they make great stuff, and the shit works. And you can use it on your pistol as well as your knife, right? So that's a double bonus. Let's see here. So we've talked about. Let's see the mini. Okay. Let's see the tip. Let's see where we're at. So if you can see, let me see. Let me get the right. It's the swedge. The swedge has been pushed back a little bit from the actual tip. What does that do? It thickens everything up. So I know with our collabs when we were at Bark River, things got a little thin, and I mean it happens. It's all good, but and that's something that I've learned, to try to avoid, and we're doing that now. So that's just geometry and setting up the drop points in the swedges, and all the engineering that we've got going into the tips of the blade. Um, where are we heat treating? We're heat treating. This is my first time doing CPM 154 with White River. So we were a bit conservative. Usually I like to go really hard. I like to do, 61, 62 because it maintains an edge. And you can cryogenically stabilize CPM 154. And it makes it super tough. I've never had a blade come back. I've never had a blade be chippy. But since it's our first go round with this steel, with these boys, it's we went a 1 or 2 points conservative, so it's only 61. Now on your mini, we went 61, 62. So and that's it's a 3.5 inch blade. It's not a pry bar. I'm not super worried about you guys completely bashing the dog snot out of that little knife, but you can. Um, let's see. So the two coatings are obviously PVD is what we're using, and we're stone washing. If you want a satin blade, um, I can do that in the shop here in Tennessee, but it's it, it's just an extra expense, and I think you'll like the stone wash. I mean, we literally stone wash these for days, not a couple hours, not 10 minutes or whatever. It's like literally like days. You just chuck them in the bin and see you Wednesday, So uh, I like to stone wash a lot. And let's see what else. PVD is titanium and zirconium. Um, it's 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 fucking tough. I love the PVD coating, and it's actually not a super. I mean, it only adds like $20 to the blade. So it's really it's well worth it. We went with I know we went with anthracite color on the Cacula. Everybody really liked that. But we went with the black on these minis and the mini minis. I'm probably gonna go with anthracite from here out. We've tried the matte black on the BC. We've had the kind of like the one step down from black on the Alaris, and we went with black on these. So, but it looks great. It looks absolutely phenomenal. But my personal preference, what I like is the the Cacula. It just looks it's just freaking cool. You know what I mean? So I think and everybody's really complimented it. So why the question would be, well, why didn't you go with the the anthracite with because this was booked like last year. It's just taken this long to get to get them in the queue and get them run, and it was just it is what it is. So uh, handle ergonomics. Okay, now if you look, let's see, maybe we'll be able to show it to you, maybe not. We'll see here. Arm. Parkinson's is gay. I'll just say that right away. It is not a fun. So let's see. If you can see, I'm gonna freaking cut myself. If you can see on the mini, or this handle that's on the mini, this is the Gen 3. It's literally been pushed back behind the finger behind this, where it's pretty much right in the center of the for those that have a Gen 2 or Gen 3, essentially. And the reason I did that is push this push this line back behind there is so when you're gripping it, your two fingers are are on it, right? And when you go reverse, two fingers are right there. So it's just a little tiny manipulation of generally where the human hand is actually going to be. Um, and these full thickness scales are 310. They're 310 thickness on the Gen 2, the older minis, and they're a quarter-inch thick on the EDC scales. So these are quarter inch thick. They're super thin, but they're just as far as comfort, they're crack on. I can't be any happier on how they turned out. Um, let's see. Yeah, hey, let's say Chris. Let's see. Whoops, we started our videos at the same time. Sorry, bro. Uh, questions. Let me scroll through and see what we got as far as questions. So I'll try to answer everything tonight. I know last time we were on. Let's see. Let's see, Dakota. It's a little grainy, but let's see, the sound is good. Okay. Um, Plumling, what's up, Nicholas? What's up, brother? And let's see, Jim. Let's see. Looks good. Thanks, Jay. Let's see. You're back. Yeah, no shit. Let's see. Yeah, they look great. They did. Let's see those. Yeah, the carbon fiber. I mean, as you know, we use real carbon fiber. The shit's expensive, but it's the real deal. And what I like about it is not only is it light, it's super stiff, um, which you can feel in your knife when you're using it. But it's the tactility. It's really grippy. I mean, I was kind of shocked. It's a little shiny, and you're like, okay, it's like, whoa, it's if you want tactility on your knife, then you want micarta or canvas or something like that. If you want a scale that's going to look good, and not stain and not get dirty, then you want G10. But the carbon fiber is just like all around. It stays clean. It looks good. It's easy to clean. It doesn't stain, and it's really for tactility. It really is. Um, the only downside is it's just freaking money, So, all right, hey, Freedom Cast. Let's see. Let's see. All right, I know I may not have all the chats in here, so shoot me some questions, guys. Maybe something I'm missing or whatever. Um, it's the mini with carbon fiber scales on is coming in about like 5 ounces. Just a little over 5 ounces. That's super light. The sheath. I mean, you're gonna forget that it's there. Let's see. I love carbon fiber in red. It's grippy. Doesn't get slick when wet. Yeah, it's true. It's really the gripability. Unless it's resin. They do have some carbon fiber where they cover it with resin and they buff it out so it doesn't flake off, but or start to fray and pull apart. But ours, we don't do that. Let's see, how fast do I need to put this into my cart? Um, we made a huge run. We got like like 1,000 and 1,000 of these, so we made like 2,000 blades. So I don't think that they're going to sell out right away, but they will go. This is our best selling blade. The mini is always. I think when I was with Bark River, we actually did two runs of minis, and we did 2 runs of Legions. I think we did 2 runs of minis. We had a couple batches at Metalness. It's it's never failed to go. So you know, get what you want, you know, and on the aftermarket scales. Now, what I'm going to have the admins do on the Phobos page is actually say, okay, if you want aftermarket scales, we're going to put a post up or pin a post and say, okay, I'm in, and then we're going to take pre-orders because it's to set up the jigs and all that costs money, and then to run them costs money. So I can't just make like, and you know, you got to make like 7 at a time. You know what I mean. So there's an expense to it. So if you want whatever color or EDC, if you want the EDC scales for your uh, you know, for your mini, instead of just getting a mini, that's I get that. Um, you know, let us know, and then we'll put those together, and then we'll make them. Let me see here. We're also going to be running scales that have a Phobos, and we'll put pictures up of what they look like. But there's an actual Phobos mosaic pin that's like 18, 19, and 20 millimeters. So they're pretty big, and they'll go in the center. Let's see, what is the thickness of both these blades? They're 1875, just like the original minis. So um, they're not they're not screwing around. I mean, they're pretty robust. But what I like about 1875, at least with this is just right at about an inch, um, with the grind going in, and it sets you up for a really good edge that's super slicey. Let's see, thickness of the grips. Okay. Yeah, Peter, you got some good questions. Thanks, bro. The 310 is the full thickness grip. That's 310 thick. Same thing as on your tier one, your 1C, and then the EDC are only a quarter thick, right? So what this looks like, if I can lift my arm up, hang on. Let's see here. So you can see how much, you know, 310 doesn't sound like a lot, but it's um it's it's comfortable. Now, honestly, I didn't see this coming. I like, and it's just kind of the way that it turned out. But I like the EDCs, the thin scales on the full size mini, the 4-inch mini, and I like the full thickness scales on your on the mini. It just kind of the way the cookie crumbled. How it goes like that sometimes, just like wow, I wouldn't have thunk it. Um, let's see, thickness of the grips. Let's see, limited scales. Yeah, some of the, you know, I've had a few requests, like I talked to Tim from Tobacco Road tonight, or earlier today, and he was talking about black with the toxic green liners, and OD, you know, and the OD green with black liners, and you know, things like that. So I mean, the reason we didn't do all those is because um, the scales get the skews just get, you know, nightmarish, and everybody complains. It's like, dude, how about 3 scales? You know, just it's like okay. So, but at least we've done the, you know, five different colors, so that works out. Let's see, and so we have, to kind of recap, we've got a beveled trainer with 280 thick scales that fits in your inside the waistband ambi sheath, that is not riveted, not glued together. So and um, some guys may say, well, that's not very fucking secure. No, it is actually. It's got the tensioners in it, and if you ever been to the ShivWorks course, I talk about those guys. That's how they do their sheath, and it works really really well, and so if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I didn't change. I just kind of mimicked what they did. Let's see. This is the non-bevel trainer. You can put this in your leather sheath. It will not fit in your Kydex, but this is really just to practice your draw. Now, some guys like the bevel trainer so they can practice their draw. And I'm not saying buy both, but the genesis of this really is for you to practice your draw. This is to beat up on the red man suit or to completely bash the telephone pole. So you can actually train and go full blown, full hard. Let's see here. One of the differences in the EDC scale and with the mini and the mini is, so if I put the full thickness scale, there's only 5 jimps on the mini, but there's 7 jimps on the scale. So, and the full thickness scale is more round and sticks out a little farther, so it goes all the way to the end of the scale, or on the tang. On the, let's see here, on the EDC scale, there's only 5 jimps because on the mini there's only 5 jimps, and there's 7 jimps on the mini because on the full thickness scales there's 7 jimps. So unless you're really looking, it doesn't look bad. So don't be shocked when you like, holy shit, these jimps don't line up. No, they don't. I mean they line up at the start, but then there's 2 more at the end, and there's 2 less, depending on which knife. Let's see what else. Let's see questions. Okay. Let's see. I showed the camo. Here's the mod orange. The hang on a second. There we go. The OD green with the orange and the PVD. See, I gotta wicked wax it. They really, really pop. We showed the camo. So okay, this mini. This is a mini. It's a one-off. It has the Gen 2 scales on it, and the Gen 2 scales I've put them on the grinder, so they fit directly into the EDC sheath. If you want this mini, excuse me, it's got this skinny pommel. Just PM me and we'll we'll figure out it's like 265 or something like that. Is whatever the minis are going for. Let's see, yeah, that's it. It looks freaking sweet. Now I have some of this old natural micarta that we used with some red and some blue, but if you want one of those, we can chat it up too, because there's only like 5 of those scales left. Other than that, hey Chris, do you got any questions, my friend? I don't know if you're still on. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay, so the drop is going to be is DLT. They got dibs on the drop. All of YV Gear's Pre-orders have all gone out. Um, they went out from the shop in Tennessee. So me and my wife put all that together and said schwacka and and then shipped it all. Let's see. Um, we got new mugs. So if you wanna check out our merch, and we've got some big black and red um, uh, 14-ounce coffee mugs. We also have the tin like campfire mugs. I mean, they literally can sit in the campfire. Now the logo will get fucked up, but the actual enamel that's on it won't. They're real deal campfire mugs. So you check those out. Check those out as well. Um, let's see. Other than that, guys, that's pretty much all I got. Chris, are you still there? So I know Chris is going to be doing a video for us, and so you can check him out. Go to Prepared Minds 101. Scab and the Choir Boys, they're supposed to be coming out with a short. Um, Also, Outer Limitless. We about 4 or 5 weeks ago, I think it was about that. About 4 or 5 weeks ago, we did Eric Barber from Outer Limitless had me on his show, and he posted that last night. Let's see. Hey Tim, what's up? Let's see. Kind of off topic. Can my Legion be PBD coded? Yes, yes. I I still got to get it to the shop in Michigan, and then we'll send it off to Ion Bond, who is the company that actually does the PBD. Um, and one of the reasons why we didn't go with the anthracite, I forgot to add this in, is because the we had to switch. The Ion Bond has like three different facilities in the U.S., and they had a fire or some crazy shit. I guess the plasma got out of control. But so we had to send them to another place, and then all they had was the black. But I was debating because we hadn't done the black yet. Um, and so I was like, fuck it, that's fine. Let's do it. Let's do it that way. So we just for the sake of time and circumstance, it just turned out that way. Um, how can I get my tier one mini coated? Just send it to me, bro. I'll get you squared away. And see, where are the mugs. Go to the merch. Like if you go to the store, you scroll all the way down to the bottom of the store. It's their merch and the t-shirts and all that stuff is there. Let's see here. Let's see. Carbon fiber, looking good. Natural micarta. Mod orange. And the camo. It's not waxed, but it flipping pops, especially with the PVD. Looking good. And then don't forget, you can get underneath your scales or take them off. There's all kinds of cool ass info. So your heat treats on there and everything else. Let's see. Copy that. I should have both my mini and mini with me for Blade Show Texas this weekend. Let's see. I thought Blade Show Texas was already done, along with my tier one and Cacula. Yeah, there's a few of you that got a handful of what I make. Yeah, I think the camo is sick. It looks really good. Chris, are you still on? think he jumped off. Yeah, that I think the natural looks good. Okay, we will be doing 4 sets. So a mini and a mini mini. Again, we're going to use Tim from Tobacco Road Kydex. We're going to be using Black Bear, and we're going to be using Doug from Yellow Hawk, and then the Isaac. Oh shit. Um, the admins can throw out his name. Hey Trouse, what's up, brother? Um, the So we'll have 4 sets, and we're not going to do the trainers on the giveaway. It just doesn't make sense to have a Kydex maker make another Kydex sheath when a knife already has a Kydex sheath for it. So it is what it is. But we're 4 sets are gonna get put out. Um, Again, will the Jim or Ash or D or BB or whomever, they'll put a post up for that too, and then we'll have you write, just like we usually do, and then get everybody who's going to be on the list for the giveaway. I have not sent those knives out yet. We just got a limited uh, shipment from the White River guys up in Michigan. So let's see. Don't know why last name times. Okay. Okay. But any more questions? Like I said, I want to answer. I know last time we had a bunch of questions kind of left out there. I don't want to do that to you guys this time. Let's see, just a few. Thrill. Don't know why my last name. All right, signing off. The 23rd DLT mini and mini minis. That's the drop. Frog lube in the box, wicked wax in the box, your wicked edge. Take advantage of that. Remember your coupon code, and it's a one-time use only. So it's 15 capital Phobos 24 for the wicked edge, wicked edge guys. So I'm gonna try to get that like all year, but I don't know. As of right now, it's good for as all the way through May 31st. But we'll see. All right, guys, signing off. Have a good night. Thank you very much.